Could the Chicago Bears be on the brink of a seismic shift that could redefine their future and shake the confidence of their fan base? Sources suggest that tight end Cole Kmet, a promising talent just a season removed from lofty expectations, could be on the trading block for a staggering $50 million, a scenario that's as exhilarating as it is nerve-wracking. Imagine this: a team that brought in high-profile quarterback Caleb Williams and just drafted tight end Colston Loveland in the first round could soon part ways with Kmet, despite his rising star status. Last season, he struggled, mustering only 47 receptions for 474 yards, a stark contrast to the game-changing potential fans had hoped he'd exhibit following his selection in the second round of the historical 2020 NFL Draft. What does this mean for Kmet's standing within a franchise? Desperate for a fresh start? It could hint at a deeper strategy. Are the Bears subtly signaling a shift toward a new offensive identity that prioritizes a multifaceted playmaker, rendering Kmet surplus to requirements in an evolving scheme? The trajectory of this team's offense is changing, and Kmet's presence may not fit into the grand vision of head coach Matt Eberflus and his staff as they tailor a game plan for the Electric Williams. They could decide it's better to trade Kmet while he still holds value, rather than risk losing him for nothing in the future. Here's the kicker: Kmet is only valued that high if the right suitor emerges, and that's where the plot thickens. Teams like the Kansas City Chiefs, looking to replace the legendary Travis Kelce, have their eyes on him. Kelce is almost certainly playing his last season, and Kmet presents an intriguing option to maintain the offensive firepower that has defined the Chiefs under Patrick Mahomes. Can Kmet step into those sizable shoes? Meanwhile, the Baltimore Ravens, rich with tight end talent but uncertainty around Mark Andrews, could view Kmet as the safety net with upside. What happens next could change the balance of power in the league, and a trade to Baltimore would place him right in the thick of action, alongside emerging star Isaiah Likely. But that's not even the biggest storyline brewing. Let's shift to the Los Angeles Chargers. Could Justin Herbert unlock Kmet's true potential? With tight end depth a concern for Herbert, this connection could elevate Kmet into stardom, pushing the Bears' former star into a key role for a contender. The Chargers' offense already boasts explosive receivers, but adding Kmet could be the lucrative cherry on top. And don't forget about the Washington Commanders, who, despite the veteran presence of Zach Ertz, are in desperate need of a new tight end to support young quarterback Jaden Daniels. With a lack of reliable hands on the team, Kmet could become the cornerstone of an offense that aims to rise from the ashes of inconsistency. The stakes couldn't be higher for Kmet, who could find himself at another franchise entirely or continue as a key piece in the Bears' puzzle. But here's where things get dangerous for fans. This trading rumor shakes the very foundation of patience and hope after carefully watching Kmet's development. Can the Bears afford to move on from someone they invested so much in so soon? With standout legends like Walter Payton, Mike Ditka, and Brian Urlacher casting long shadows over the franchise's legacy, how would this decision resonate through the storied history of the team? The echoes of iconic moments from seasons past loom heavy, reminding us that every decision weighs infinitely more on the scale of expectations. With this trade chatter heating up, fans must buckle up for a roller coaster of speculation that could define the direction of the Bears as they leap into a hopeful new era. Can the organization afford to lose a homegrown talent like Kmet for the potential of an uncertain future with newcomers? The clock is ticking, the stakes are high, and the fans are restless. What happens next could send shockwaves through the franchise. Will the Bears trade Kmet or stand firm on his future? The urgency is palpable, and the answers are lurking just around the corner. Bears fans, this is not just another day in the Windy City. It's a moment that could change everything. Picture this. Moments ago, we were feeling the excitement of a new era with Caleb Williams at the helm, dreaming of playmakers that could dominate the gridiron. But now, rumblings grow louder that could rattle our very foundation. Cole Kmet, a tight end once hailed as the future cornerstone of our offense, teeters on the edge of becoming a $50 million trade piece. And here's the chilling twist: sources are buzzing with potential suitors that could reshape the landscape of not only our roster, but the league itself. And here's where it gets even messier. As the Bears draft analyst whispers turn into roars, could this tweak of fate demonstrate a ruthless desire for immediate impact over potential? With Colston Loveland now in the picture, Kmet snap. Count could plummet, igniting a firestorm of reactions in the locker room. Can you imagine? Players torn between loyalty to a fellow teammate and the team's push for a new identity under the watchful eyes of Coach Eberflus, who's building a new army to resurrect the Bears' glory. As the clock ticks toward the trade deadline, a palpable tension thickens the air. Will these monumental decisions fracture the fabric of our beloved Bears? What if Kmet departs, leaving a void that cannot be filled, disrupting the harmony the Bears have painstakingly crafted? But that's merely the beginning. The thought of Kmet playing for a rival? It's a nightmare scenario where rival teams, like Kansas City, Baltimore, and the Chargers circle like sharks sensing blood in the water. These teams see potential that may have eluded Kmet thus far. A refreshed offensive scheme tailored to their superstars. The Chiefs could snatch him up to try and emulate the magic of Kels, while the Ravens may envision his skill set as an insurance policy alongside a rising Isaiah Likely, creating an unshakable tandem. Can you fathom if the Chargers swoop in, allowing Justin Herbert to unlock Kmet's hidden brilliance and elevate him straight into the spotlight? The implications of a Kmet trade extend far beyond the Bears' backyard, raising questions that ripple through every corner of the league. Picture the playoff spots hanging in the balance, with Kmet donning different colors vying for supremacy while we watch from the sidelines, desperately hoping our beloved franchise won't rue the missed opportunity. This moment feels eerily reminiscent of pivotal seasons in Bears history, like '85, when every decision defined legacies, or '06, where fortunes flipped on a single play. Who can forget the grit and valor of legends like Butkus, Urlacher, or the electrifying magic of Hester? Their essence lingers over Soldier Field, reminding us that this franchise thrives on legends. And yet here we sit, on the brink of making a choice that might echo for generations. The icy Chicago wind whispers through the steel of Soldier Field, a stark reminder that our dreams hinge on split-second decisions. Are we really willing to redefine our future, possibly losing yet another homegrown talent? The stakes have never been higher. Kmet could soon find himself as the key to another team's success, while our hopes rest on rookies still finding their footing. Can you feel that tension building right before the snap, with every breath heavy with potential and possibilities? The fate of our franchise hangs in the balance, and with each passing second, that looming decision becomes more urgent. Will the Bears trade Kmet or stand firm against the wave of change? Smash that like if you make the call to keep him, putting faith in our roots. Comment now if you take the chance to shake things up and chase the elusive Lombardi. Every click echoes the heartbeat of a fan base ready to fight for our team's legacy, ready to embrace whatever comes next.